welcome to Living Room TV. My name is Ines and I'm from Every Nation Church in Nuremberg and very excited you're watching today's episode on ships. No, we're not talking about ships with you. We want to think with you about what it means to take offense or to offend someone. Like I did a few years ago when I moved to Nashville, I underestimated the cultural difference and especially the difference in communication. The German way of communication can be very direct at times, and that can actually be considered offensive over there. So little did I know, and because of my cultural ignorance, I have been offensive at times. So that was a small but very valuable lesson I learned. But what happens if someone is ignorant towards our feelings or maybe even values and beliefs? Are we willing to forgive that person, or are we holding a grudge against the person? What are we doing in general in situations like that where we could take offense or when we knew we offended someone else? Let's see what happens.
Schatzi, how do you like my haircut?
Haircut? Did you go to the barber shop?
Hey, nako. Never mind.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Hi everyone! Greetings from Nuremberg, Germany. This is our old city and our old castle, the Imperial Castle. So if you haven't been here, please come visit us. Of course, after the COVID, that makes sense, right? I have a question for you. Have you ever felt this way before, that when you see a person who said something to you or who did something that was off, that suddenly you feel like you're boiling inside, that you're gonna explode? That's what happens when a person is offended. I think and I guess that everybody felt this way before. There was a time in my life when I was part of a band. Not professionally, don't get me wrong. So I was part of a band, and there's this person who came during our rehearsal. During the rehearsal, I made a mistake, and we weren't even friends. And then she came in a condescending way and scolded me in front of my bandmates and in public. And we were all like shocked, like, what was that? Why did she even do that? And inside of me, I was really boiling. So I talked to my best friend after the performance, and I told her what this girl did to me, and it was really unrighteous of her, I felt unrighteously treated, let's put it that way. And then after I vented out how I felt, my best friend understood. Okay, she listened, and she told me, okay, how about forgiving her now and just wishing her well? To my mind, what? I was the one who was offended, and then I'm supposed to be the one to wish her well? You know, like, that's unfair. But then I knew it deep inside my heart that I needed to do that. That was the right thing. So, like what Andy said previously in his other video about love, he said that love is not just a feeling, it's a decision. So I also just made this decision to just forgive her. Not long after forgiving her, everything was fine. I felt like there was peace in my heart. And there was even a time that we were able to talk, you know, like about some things that were important, and then we became friends. So in the end, it was a win-win situation for me. So let's go to our 3 R's. First, reflect. Why did I say this to you? Why did I share this with you? Because I think offense is something that everybody can experience and will experience when you are in contact with people. But I think it's not just a matter of offense per se. I think it's about how do we handle offense. Do we keep on it, like hanging on it, or do we forgive, or do we throw the relationships away? Do we retaliate or get even with the other person when the person does something wrong? Do we give the benefit of the doubt to just say, maybe this person didn't intend it to happen that way? It's understandable to be offended when somebody does something wrong to you. But are you gonna forgive and let go and just overlook the offense? So that's the first one, reflect. Number 2 is to respond. I would like to encourage you. I'm not saying my insights to impose something on you, but this is just what I learned and I'm learning, and you can take it or leave it. If you got offended or about something, I guess we should first think or check ourselves. Is it me? Who's the problem? Am I just being so sensitive, or am I just just judging the person's intention? Because maybe the person didn't intend it after all, to hurt you or to hurt us. And that's something that we have to really think about. If we have something that it's really bothering us, I guess the right thing to do for me is to really go to the person directly and to clarify things. Not to dump everything, the garbage that you are feeling in that person, but to just clarify and also to reconcile and to really save the relationship, and especially not to gossip about the person's mistake, because I don't think that's right when somebody talks about you behind your back. Before, I really struggled a lot with offense and unforgiveness, and even after I had become a Christian. So not because I was a Christian or I became a Christian that everything was perfect. And what helped me overcome was when I realized my own mistakes, that I have done a lot of things wrong in my life and also with others, and how much I was shown forgiveness and love, especially by God. And so I would like to encourage you to also do the same, to forgive and to let go. And for the read up, it's in Luke 17 verses 3 to 4. Pay attention to yourselves. If your brother sins, rebuke him. And if he repents, forgive him. And if he sins against you 7 times in the day, and turns to you 7 times, saying, I repent, you must forgive him. So, I hope this encourages you. And yeah, it's because I really think that we are not here to live with a lot of baggages of offense and unforgiveness. We're here to live a life of peace, of love, of joy, and to live life to the full. Have a great one. I hope that we can see you here soon. Bye!
Thank you everybody for watching today's episode. We really hope you could take something from it and could think about what it means to take offense or being offended, how we deal with it. And yeah, please stay safe and see you soon.